Common Core. It's a hot-button topic among teachers and students alike. But what is the Common Core? We've asked students what they thought.
Common Core?
Yeah.
Like the core of the earth?
Yep, that's the
Yeah,
one.
exactly.
No, it's not.
I could care less because I'm a second semester senior and I don't give no.
It's so dumb. I can't explain why, but it's dumb.
Hey, J-Ro, you want to be in our documentary? Are you J-Ro? This is useless.
Maybe we asked the wrong people. Let's ask some more professionals what they think.
Common Core is a series of standards in education that is designed to create a national curriculum across the entire country for all schools.
To my knowledge, the Common Core is a set of academic standards, mainly the math and English department, for students that they have to meet that the government decides is what they should know prior to leaving high school.
Program by 46 states, is that right? To develop kind of a national curriculum and common assessment.
While this all sounds like a great idea, there might be a few problems with Common Core.
Too many tests.
I think more standardized testing isn't great for facilitating learning in individuals because we're not all standardized.
It seems to be very heavy on standardized testing, which is a little disturbing. It seems to be freaking out young children in elementary school.
They basically started with the test the exact same year that the new standards were put in place. And the tests that they implemented didn't necessarily align with the standards that teachers were supposed to be teaching. And in many ways, the tests were not age appropriate. Giving fifth grade concepts to third grade students.
I tutor kids every Tuesday from 4 to 6, and I have a sister who's in 4th grade as well. And when I look at their homework, I see they seem to be replacing things just like basic knowledge, basic ways of teaching with large, very convoluted word problems in math. I'm not so familiar with Common Core in other subjects, but when you take math and replace it with convoluted word problems without teaching the basics first to try to achieve some sort of complete understanding without working your way up, that's not going to achieve anything. I've tried many times to explain sort of where the math lies in these word problems to a series of third and fourth graders, and they just don't get it. The basic knowledge just isn't there.
Common Core standards in New York State require 3 days of continuous testing for elementary level students. These tests have been criticized for being too difficult and needlessly complex for the grade levels they are assigned to.
The focus became more the testing related to Common Core standards rather than the actual proper implementations.
I heard a professor once say that he liked Common Core a lot, except for the two things that it was common and it was a core. His complaint was that schools have a limited amount of resources. They're going to focus on kids doing well in math and English language, and that they are going to neglect other stuff.
When you look at Common Core, there does seem to be an obsession with ELA and math and with nonfiction. And there's certainly people who are concerned that not only is it geared towards those two subjects, but it doesn't provide for a really well-rounded education. And I think the obsession with testing in this state has forced people to focus even more on ELA and math and get away from some of those other areas, the arts, the humanities, that are so important.
It's clear that Common Core faces numerous problems. But what do teachers recommend in regards to fixing them?
I think schools should be hard. I think they should be rigorous. I'm not sure how to make them that way, but I don't think standardized testing, I think it actually is more harmful than helpful. I think the schools that are struggling the most are mostly struggling because they serve really troubling communities. If you want to really help them, you've got to put more money into them. And we put our money into our more affluent communities where those kids probably would have been fine with crappy resources. I would do two things other than Common and Core. I would make school hard, and I would allow kids to study more what they want. But it's got to be hard, like they've got to get good at it. That would be my simple solution.
There's no question that in this school district, there has become a greater emphasis on two subjects at the elementary level. And to some people who develop Common Core, that's fine, that's all you need. Most teachers would tell you that's absolutely wrong. In a community like this, what our parents and our teachers value more than anything else is a well-rounded education. They want their kids exposed to art. They want their kids exposed to physical education. They want their kids to be exposed to all of the different aspects that make you a well-rounded student. That's what makes the school district unique and special. Common Core makes that very difficult to do, especially when you tie standardized testing to it.
Listen, I'm with the great Irish poet Yeats when it comes to education. It's not the filling of a vessel, it's the lighting of a fire. I think the best thing that teachers can do is inspire. And what we need is passionate teachers who know their content, let them close the door with their students, and they know what to do. And the results are all these brilliant people who are coming up with things like the Common Core and invented computers and stuff. These guys all went through this system that's seemingly broken. I mean, what we have is hysteria about, we're all freaking out about a system that's broken, that's not broken. I mean, there's problems in inner cities where funding is not available, but I would say most public education is in a good place because there's dedicated people, from custodians and secretaries to teachers and administrators, who are in it for the right reason, for kids. And it's not, from where I'm sitting, it's not, it ain't broken. And we're trying to fix this thing that's sort of beautiful, and we're going to destroy it by trying to fix it when it ain't broken.
I actually have an opinion on Common Core. Too many tests. Not enough
Show and tell.
show and tell. There's too many tests. We don't need more tests. We don't need tests to test how tested we are. We need more show and tell. We need hands-on show and tell, you know?
Hands-on. Just
Look at this. Hands-on.
So basically you're saying the number of tests
No more
is too
tests.
damn high. Is that what you're saying?
No,
what I'm saying is that
this is a
the
PG
number
film
of
for families.
excuse me, would you let me speak?
No.
About tests?
No.
What's the resolution of that camera?
I don't know.
No. Right.
I think it's
This is
1080.
Mike, and he won't let me talk about how I
My
feel
name
about
isn't
Common
Mike.
Core.
My name
Therefore, he should.
My name is Joe Hamilton, and I am against Common Core.
Do you approve this message?
2016 for president.
To quote Rosa Parks, no.
We choose to go to the moon in this decay and do the other thing. Not because they're easy, but because they are hard.
You're hard.
Alright, let's go.
2016.
What is this even
To the moon.
for?